Hello everyone, this is Allison with Green Goddess Plants and Seeds, and welcome to another garden chat. So yes, we've been enjoying some lovely warm, very warm weather, unusually warm weather. Yesterday, Saskatoon actually broke a temperature record, a 120-year-old temperature record. It actually hit 32 degrees yesterday, which is just crazy, absolutely crazy in terms of temperature. It's just nuts. And then in the forecast for tomorrow, Wednesday night, the temperature's going to drop to like -3. So you've got these crazy temperature fluctuations, right? It's crazy. It's unusual. But this is why you should always wait till the May long weekend or after to plant any of your live plants out, because stuff happens regularly, right? I know some people had put their gardens in this past weekend, and some were, lots of people are getting impatient to do that, which is okay, but I try to resist that temptation because I know I know stuff is going to happen. So I've only planted out a couple of things on the patio. So this is what I've got planted out. I've been very good at resisting the temptation to plant stuff out. So these are my silver slicer cucumbers. And then just behind them here, these are the Italian zucchini that I planted out last week, the Costata Romanesco. So they are actually looking very good in their cozy coats. We'll see if these cozy coats will work Wednesday night with a low of -3 that's in the forecast. But that's what I've done so far for planting, and I've tried my best to resist that temptation. So if you haven't planted any of your plants out, good for you. If you have, that's okay. Just be prepared to cover them. Line up as many old sheets and towels as you can, and be prepared to cover whatever you've planted out, because you don't want to lose everything. And I actually have a whole pile of old sheets in the shed that I use specifically for that purpose, is to cover stuff in the garden. Usually more so in the fall than in the spring, but sometimes in the spring, we get a late frost or something happening, and then you do what you have to do, right? So we had really good plant sales. Right now I'm doing pickup orders only for this week. I still have quite a few tomatoes left. It looks like there's more than there is because it's spread out, but I still have quite a few left, and there's lots of pumpkins left over from the sale as well. I had moved everything out of the greenhouse, and then yesterday I noticed, to my dismay, I lost 1.5 trays of cabbage seedlings to flea beetles. Yeah, sucks to be me. I should have been far more aware. I know other people had posted and had made comments about how bad the flea beetles were, and I should have been far more aware of that than what I was. So what I had left for cabbage that looked like it was okay, I moved back into the greenhouse. I know it's probably a bit too warm in here for it, but I'm hoping the greenhouse might offer a bit of protection from the flea beetles. So like, this tray is looking really good, and I hope I can keep it looking good. So when this stuff gets planted out at the farm, it's going to have to get covered right away. And I do have a roll of crop row cover that I can use to cover with. So, my plan is to start some more cabbage. That was kind of our game plan all along, was to have some staggered start times, like every 2 weeks start another batch, so that we've got stuff that's ready to go throughout the summer. So yes, I'm going to be starting some cabbage. That was kind of our plan all along, was to get some to stagger the starts, so we have lots that is ready for the market in the summer. So that's what I'll do today. Well, it's nice outside. Like right now, it's not bad. It's actually fairly pleasant outside. So I'll probably do some seeding, and then hopefully before it gets too warm, I might do some more digging out in the garden. I'm still trying to recover that one lily bed. It's full of grass, so things are starting to come up though. I can see it. I'll probably have to put some water on it maybe. That'll help things along because it's been so dry. We've had very, very little rain. And actually, there is rain in the forecast apparently this weekend. This is the May long weekend, the Victoria long weekend coming up. This is our traditional time to put our gardens in is on that weekend. So that's usually when our last frost date is around the 24th of May, something like that. So of course they're forecasting colder weather, even a little bit of rain, although we do need the rain. Like I said, it's been so dry. We had a little bit of rain on Saturday, but it was barely enough to dampen the ground. It just wasn't much at all. So but yeah, some really unusual hot weather, and then to go from one extreme to the other is just it's just crazy. And I guess that's why, as a gardener, I've you kind of after when you gain some experience, you do kind of learn to hedge your bets a little bit and wait, even though you're eager to get out in the garden, you're itching to get things planted. I know I want to get my patio all potted up. I've got a whole bunch of pots there over in the back here that I need to fill with soil and figure out what I'm going to put in them and get things going. Because our summers are so short, and we just want to enjoy as much of it as we can. So here's hoping we get some good weather for the weekend. So I've got some cabbage here. So I've got some Brunswick cabbage and some Calabos cabbage. This stuff definitely, it says it's overpacked due to low germination, and it's definitely got some low germination on it, but I'll plant some more of it anyway. I've also got some Red Express, some Perfection Drumhead. I've got some Gold Acre. I've got a very old package of Romanesco broccoli. This is the stuff that has that fractal look to it. I did plant some of this a couple weeks ago. None of it came up, so I'll try again this time. I'll plant a little bit more of it, and if it still doesn't germinate, then I'll probably just toss the seed because it's probably not going to germinate at all. And then I've also got some Chief Hybrid broccoli and some Minuteman Hybrid cauliflower. So that all of those will go in the garden, or out at the market garden there at the farm. So that's my plan for today, is to spend the morning out in the garden doing stuff, getting stuff done, and then once it gets too hot this afternoon, I'll probably go inside and put it around the house and get things cleaned up. I finally moved out back in December. I won a veg pod from Canada's Local Gardener, which is a gardening magazine. I'll just show you a picture of it. So this is the veg pod that I won, and I couldn't wait to set it up, so it's probably end of January, beginning of February we actually set it up in the house. So yesterday I finally moved it out of the living room outside onto the patio. And now that it is outside, I can do some cleanup in the living room. I can, because I haven't done a lot of cleanup just because, other than basically sweeping the floors as best I can, just because I've been moving plants in and out, stuff like that. So like these seeding trays will probably go in the house, probably for the weekend. Like I am planning to go up to the farm for the weekend, so the seeding trays will probably go in the house just to make sure that they don't dry out. And then so now that I've got most things outside, probably after the weekend, I've even got a big ficus tree that's going to get moved out to the patio for the summer. Maybe I can do some cleanup in the house. get everything swept up, get all the floors washed, get all the bits of dried dirt that floated into the corners, that kind of thing, get all that done. So, but it's otherwise a beautiful day, for May. We can't really ask for any better than what we've got. So, if we're going to get the hot temperatures, we might as well enjoy them as best we can. So, hope you're enjoying your week. If you're still interested, or if you still need tomato plants, we still have a few left. So please message us. I did post on the Facebook page. It's a pinned post that has a photo list of what we have left. So please check that out if you want tomatoes, and then message us if you want to place a pickup order in Saskatoon. So that's what I'm doing, and I hope you all have an awesome week and you're enjoying a little bit of the sunshine today. So until next time, take care.